Hi, have you turned $20 into $1 million? If you haven't, this course is for you. Welcome to Unlock Your Future with Grace. I started this course out of necessity. The general public demanded that I put out a mentorship. And I know my time is very valuable, and also the steps it takes to learn everything about real estate, sometimes it's a long process. Therefore, I figured, why not put it all in a course? So this course is out of necessity and it's due to your demand and it's for your needs. And I'll share some fundamentals about this course. Who is it for? First of all, for those of y'all who are unsure about what you want with your lives, who are scared, this course might not be for you because scared money don't make no money. You've heard of that, right? And how about those who are very doubtful? That can't be right. $20 into $1 million? That negative energy? We don't need you on this journey with us. Because for some reason, I've learned in my experience that being around like-minded people, they influence your success. So this course is geared towards people who are go-getters, people who want it bad, people who are tired of their stuff, okay? Whatever excuses they've had all these times, and they want to do better. So is that you? And how about those people who are just ready to live the lives they dream of? The life of dignity. Or even retire with some dignity. I'm one of those people. I want to retire young. You see, as a millennial, I want to retire at 45. And not just retire any kind of way. I want to retire with wealth, where I don't have to depend on a job. I did recently as a registered nurse. Because instead of me making excuses, I started with real estate. And so I'm not making this up. This has been literally a labor of love. I've done the work, and I'm here to teach you the process. So it's for people who are also willing to put in the work and also get on this journey with me so that we can help them become millionaires, right? So are you ready to become a millionaire? And now, what is the course about? This course is about so many different important aspects in real estate. First of all, let's talk about mindset. What is your mindset like? Are you the fixed mindset like? Or are you the growth mindset? I didn't start off with the growth mindset. I started off with the fixed mindset. And some of these mindsets, sometimes we don't know what we really have in our subconscious minds. So you have to be very conscious about what you think about, what you do, what you say, everything you put out there in the world. And that comes with learning exactly what you want with your life and doing those things that you want to do with your life. You see? So I've read a quote which said that if they took all the wealth in the world from millionaires and billionaires and they gave it to poor people, okay, guess where the money would end up in a few years? Sadly, you guessed it, it would end up in the hands of the rich people. And that used to upset me. I'll be like, why? How come? How come the wealthy are not giving the money back down to everybody else? It doesn't matter how much money you're giving. If you don't have the mindset for it, you won't keep it. Besides, you really won't nurture it, you see? Because then you have to preserve the wealth. Just think about athletes or lotto winners or all the people who come into so much wealth. How come they don't get to keep it? Because they didn't have the $1 million mindset for it. You see? So this course is helping you get that growth mindset such that whatever assets you grow, you're able to preserve them and also keep them for the next generation. And now let's talk about the types of properties. I get this asked a lot. Grace, what investment type? If I tell you there's so many and it's up to what you want, you have to figure out exactly what niche you're interested in. I do buy and holds, and mainly single families. Recently, I went into multi-families. But you have to figure out your own niche. And this course breaks down all those niches. And how about the financing? Oh, that's a big topic too. The financing, you'll be amazed. that there's so many types of financing, and especially when it comes to investing. I bought properties with different financing types, you see? And I'll say there's no one way is better than another. It just depends on the situation and the property. So I encourage you, take this course and you'll learn some of those financing types. And now let's talk about credit. Did you know when I came to America 20 years ago, I didn't have a clue about credit? I was so terrified. I don't want to get in debt. I don't want credit. You see, I was like, that's a foreign language. I'm just a foreigner. Guess what? You're in a foreign country. If you're like me who didn't grow up here. And if you're from here, guess what? This is your country. Learn the basics of credit. Learn how to nurture that credit. Learn how to leverage that credit and optimize that credit such that you can grow wealth. I talked to a mentor recently and I asked them, I was like, I don't know what's going on because a lot of people are not jumping onto the course. And you know what the mentor told me? She said, you know what? People are so scared and sometimes they don't know what they don't even know. So that's what credit is. Sometimes you don't know what you don't even know until you start digging deeper and learning the concepts and also doing those things that mentors recommend. And now let's talk about the locating properties. That's interesting to me because it's so many ways you can locate properties. And my favorite way is actually somebody reaching out to me now that I'm a realtor. Oh my God, I love when people reach out to me and they're like, Grace, I need help buying or selling, or do you mind helping me investing? You see, because then I'm a resource. And then I can also partner with them whereby I can purchase the property on my own for my business. You see, recently I was literally helping somebody out of state and they are going through foreclosure. And I mentioned that I'm able to assist people get through foreclosures. This lady is in Florida. I've never met her. And she reached out to me and we talked and I literally helped her on the phone call. You see, I didn't actually purchase her property, but I gave her options what she could do. So there's so many ways you can learn to locate properties and I help you one-on-one in this course. And the biggest thing, y'all, is the action steps. I know so many people are going to buy this course and they're going to share the code with their friends. I understand that. However, the action step is the biggest thing in this course. Do you know how much my time costs? It's a lot, you see. However, the action steps, I'm literally taking time out of my schedule to focus on your goals, whereby we are focusing on exactly what your niche is and how to help you figure out those goals and make sure that they're in action. So how much money and value can you put on that? Not 500. And also one thing I learned in this investment journey, like I already talked about scared money don't make money. How about if you don't learn to invest in yourself and value other people's services? Guess what? That's exactly what you're doing to yourself. Other people are not going to value you. Other people are not going to want your services because that's like you're always expecting something for nothing. You see, you can't grow like that. That's not a growth mindset. You need to learn to give back. If somebody's giving you value, I get lots of phone calls and messages and emails talking about how much value I've given out for free. So that means giving this to this course is a way for you to show that we appreciate the value. You see, we are investing in us as well as investing in you so that we can keep this going. Because I hear this a lot too. They always talk about how mentors don't have time for putting in other people for free because time is valuable. That's something you can never get back. Think about it. If it was your time, would you give it away for free? Probably not, right? So be kind and understand that other people's time is also valuable. And I put so many nuggets in this course. I just don't know what to say and how to encourage you to sign up for the course. But the other thing is when you can take this course at any time. You see, because it's a it's a self-paced course. You see, it's online. Anytime you feel like it, guess what? You log on, start going through different modules, and then if you have a hard time with a particular module, go back, review. You see, and then you can always reach out and ask questions. Really, this is a one-on-one mentorship. Think about it. We talked about the where, okay? So that's the where. It's online, when, at any time, on your own pace. And why. The why is really powerful to me because I like to give back. And I literally didn't have this information 10 years ago. I remember going to Uganda in 2014 and I met a mentor. And sometimes you don't know that a particular person is your mentor, and sometimes they don't even know that they're mentoring you. But this particular gentleman gave me his time and I really looked up to him, and he challenged me. He was like, Grace, you've been in America 10 years. What have you done with your time? I'm like, I have 2 kids, I'm married. That was not good enough. He said, you need to use those opportunities. Black people, okay, and I know whoever is watching who's not black, this was based on me as being a black person. He said black people will continue begging and talking and marching until we own our stuff. I took that to heart because I like philanthropy. You see, anytime there's injustice and inequality, I'm going to march. I came back to the US. Instead of ready to talk about it and march and do those extra stuff, guess what? I put it in economic empowerment. When you're economically empowered, you don't even have to say a word. You hear me? Money, however much we don't want to talk about it, money talks. You see, money makes a difference. A lot of us are struggling and we are begging, we are on people's mercies because we don't have anything, you see, to show for. So please, if you don't get anything from this course, just learn that your empowerment is powerful. And when you're empowered, guess what? The rest of us are empowered. Okay? So I'm super excited for whoever takes this course. And now how? So the how is powerful, you see? You have to want it more than I want it for you. So how are you signing up? How are you see? Because you just have to log in and process exactly what are you trying to do. Get rid of the excuses, see? Because then, I mentioned $20 to $1 million, it can seem like very far off and far-fetched and made up, but it's real. And these are real numbers we're talking about. So many of us are living paycheck to paycheck. We look back 10 years from now, we don't have nothing to show for. But I challenge you today, if you take this course, you're going to look back 10 years later and your life would have transformed tenfold or even 100-fold. For me, it did. At least I know that for a fact. So I expect and I'm excited for so many people to join on this journey to wealth so that we can all rise up to the top. And do not forget to sign up today because the code for the 50% discount is ending soon. So I'm super excited for your journey and I can't wait to see all of us to the top. Until next time.